Welcome to Sport, everyone. Well, as quick as it started, the potential dream of David Beckham playing in the A-League has been shot down by the superstar himself. The former England captain says he was surprised to hear the rumours that he's soon to play in Australia.
Report out of Australia that you might be going on a short-term loan to Western Sydney Wanderers.
Yeah, Bruce told me that this morning. First I've heard about it, so no.
We've booked this ticket.
Yeah, that's like I said, that's the first I've heard of that this morning, but no, definitely not true.
He's bemused, isn't he? It comes less than 24 hours after FFA Chief Executive David Gallop confirmed he was in talks with Beckham's management. It's now believed the FFA may have been taken in by an unconnected agent attempting to act as a middleman to set up the deal. To cricket, and Rob Quiney's immediate Test future hinges on Shane Watson's ongoing recovery from a calf injury. It leaves Quiney in limbo, unsure if he'll add to his one Test appearance. Roger Aldridge has this story. Golf now, and the two favourites of the Australian Masters, Adam Scott and Ian Poulter, are going shot for shot heading into the final round tomorrow. Poulter and Scott turned it on today to move to the top of the leaderboard. Overnight leader Matthew Guide fell back to be 6 off the pace. Kelly Underwood reports. The Wallabies' moment of truth has arrived, and Robbie Dean's coaching career is on a precipice as Australia attempts to rise for the might of England tonight. It may be a one-off test, but there's so much riding on this one, and Rob Hazel has this preview. Bizarre. That's the sports news. Thanks for your company. Massive night of sport on 10. We've got the rugby at 1 o'clock, 4:30 the F1s. Should be great. Stay up.
Fingers crossed for the Wallabies. Gosh, they need a win.
They do.
And so does Robbie Deans.
Yes.
Excitement.
We'll see you soon. Thanks, Rob.
For sport now with Rob Canning. And Rob, some fighting words from our Aussie cricketers ahead of the second test.
Indeed, Matty. They plan on giving the Proteas even more lip in Adelaide. That's next. Plus, Adam Scott's sensational win at the Australian Masters. Welcome to Sport, everyone. Adam Scott has claimed his first gold jacket after edging out Englishman Ian Poulter to snare the Australian Masters title at Kingston Heath. Scott shot a 5 under par final round of 67 to finish on 17 under par, 4 shots clear of last year's winner. Kelly Underwood has the story. That is a great effort. And so was this. Holden driver Jamie Whincup's been crowned the V8 Supercar champion for 2012. It is his 4th title, and the way he won it left everyone stunned. After starting on pole position, Whincup was given a drive-through penalty for spinning his wheels before being dropped in the pits. But incredibly, he came from the back of the field to finish on the podium behind teammate Craig Lowndes and rival Mark Winterbottom.
Third for Jamie Whincup and title number 4 to one of the modern day greats.
Whincup now has an unbeatable 317-point lead heading into the final round. Well, Australia's fast bowlers raised the stakes today, promising South Africa another round of intimidation and sledging in the second test in Adelaide. Peter Siddle has declared the Proteas batsmen were distracted by the war of words in Brisbane. Liam Cox reports. Some of cricket's all-time greats returned to play the game that made their name in Wollongong today. It was, of course, all in the name of charity, and Paul Cochrane was there. Great Scott gets our play of the day.
Congratulations.
At Sport, thanks for your company. He hasn't won a major yet, but he was so close this year with the British Open. That will be some relief for him to take that crown out.
And this is his second win on home soil, correct?
Yeah, he loves it.
Looks good on him, the golden jacket,
doesn't it?
He? Cracker final round. He was one behind going in, and
yeah, exactly right.
16-metre putt on the somewhere the second or third. He
smoked it in the end. Now, both of you get up. 5:30. The F1s are on. Sebastian Vettel will win this thing.
Very much looking forward to it. We'll hold you to that, Robbie. Thanks very much, mate.
Rob Canning joins us. Rob, how soon could we be seeing him here?
Well, guys, Bex could be here as soon as next month. The FFA has just released a statement saying that Beckham's management actually contacted the FFA.
Rob, any verdict yet?
Brad, it just came through moments ago. Quade Cooper's been fined $60,000 for different comments that he made through social media. Yes, Natasha, a very special guest indeed, none other than our former world champion, Cadell Evans. Cadell, good morning.
Good morning.
When asked about the current NBA lockout, Wade didn't skirt around the issue, saying that the NBA is losing fans and people are losing jobs. Indeed, possibly revelations that Pakistan threw the Sydney Test. What's your reaction been to this?
I was as shocked as anyone to see some of the footage coming out of the Lord's Test anyway.
Hello, I'm Rob Canning. Welcome to Toyota Sports Tonight. Your Friday night footy finals are coming right up, plus plenty more. Hello, Rob Canning with you. Toyota Sports Tonight is the show. And in July, we supply the best of the best in the sporting sphere. The Canterbury Bulldogs will contribute $30,000 to charity in the wake of their controversial Mad Monday celebrations. An investigation cleared players of allegations they hurled sexist abuse towards a female reporter, but found that offensive and threatening language was used.
Welcome back. You're with 10's Late News. Rob's here now, and Rob, not even a lot of money was enough to lure a big-name coach.
That's right. Melbourne Storm coach Craig Bellamy. He's rejected a $4 million three-year offer to coach the Warriors. Bellamy will remain at the Storm next season. After that, though, he's off contract and his future's undecided. If you are particularly protective of pineapples or cakes, you may want to look away now. For the rest of you, sit back and enjoy the sweet swing of US Masters champ Bubba Watson.
Okay. See if you can hit my face.
Yes, I'm definitely going to hit your face.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah, only in America. We are calling that a slice. And besides making a real mess, they prove that you can demolish a cake and eat it too. Play of the day. That's the sports news now. We've got a cake day on Thursday. Should I bring the clubs?
Maybe. Why was he wearing a Hannibal Lecter face mask there? That was quite disturbing.
I don't know.
Well, now here's sport with Rob Canning. And Rob, Lance Armstrong has come out. He's spoken for the first time since the release of that damning report.
That's right, Matt. He spoke at his charity's 15th anniversary function. We'll tell you what he said or didn't say next. Also tonight, the Melbourne Cup champ backs up to win the Caulfield Cup. Junaden's epic run coming up. 2 restarts and tons of twisted metal on the Gold Coast. Who navigated their way to victory? We'll tell you next. Plus, soccer hooliganism sinks to a new low in England.
Or even worse, goodness gracious.
Rob joins us now, and Rob, overwhelming evidence was released today that Lance Armstrong did take performance-enhancing drugs and throughout his career.
Absolutely. This is the big one, Matty. Over 26 witnesses, including 11 former teammates, gave evidence in what's being called the biggest doping conspiracy in sports history. The wounded Wallabies will attempt to restore pride and stop the All Blacks from making it a century of wins against Australia in tonight's Bledisloe Cup clash at Suncorp Stadium. And that is where we find our injured Wallaby skipper James Horwill. James, thanks for your time. There's no trophy at stake tonight, but still plenty to play for.
Yeah, mate, there is plenty to play for. You know, we owe it to him to send him out a winner.
Yeah, he never stops playing. The All Blacks, you say they're red hot, 17 straight wins. How do the Wallabies beat them tonight with so many personnel out injured?
I think we've got to make sure we start really well, making sure we're up to it physically before we worry about doing too much else.
Mate, it's tough times for the Wallabies. There's such expectation on the team, and at the moment there's constant speculation about coach Robbie Deans' future. Do you think that a loss tonight could possibly end his tenure at the Wallabies?
Oh, mate, we don't think about anything like that.
Your injured fly half, Quade Cooper's taken the focus off the field of late. Have you spoken to him about his controversial tweets and comments?
I have spoken to Quade, but I'd like to keep those comments, I guess, those conversations between me and him.
Still at the hoops for our play of the day. At a Spanish Basketball League game, Canaries player Nicholas Ricotti launched one outrageous shot. Yep, in the nick of time for the Canaries to whistle by their rivals at the break. The round arm action from Ricotti, ridiculous. So Nick nails our play of the day. That's the sports news. Thanks for your company. Have a great Saturday night. I'll see you guys later. Amid mounting health concerns, Sydney FC coach Ian Crook has quit just 6 games into the A-League season. As Liam Cox reports, the club was taken by complete surprise by the decision. It's that time of the week again. Time to talk racing, and Tom Waterhouse, one of Australia's leading bookmakers, joins us now. G'day, Tom. Another huge weekend on the track. Can anyone beat Piero in the Guineas?
The drama is unrelenting here.
Oh yeah, we've seen that before. The Aussie mobbed by Fulham teammates for his classic save. It ended a draw, but Mr. Schwarzer is a big winner to us, and he takes out our play of the day. That's the sports news. Have a great week ahead. He's 40 years of age.
He's winning.
Still going strong. He is
good.
winning.
He's still got it, that's for sure. Thanks, Robbie.
It's kind of nice to see. Possibly the world's greatest athlete, just like the rest of us.
I did try a few excuses, but none of them went down too well.
Ironman glory one day, domestic duties the next.
I think that'll do.
What do you got him doing this afternoon? Some dishes to clean or beds to make?
I can find something, absolutely. I've been trying to get him to do the hedges. Not getting much love there.
Never in my wildest dreams would have I thought it would have taken me this far. I mean, there's only 3 other guys who've won 3 or more. I'm very lucky. I've been blessed with good biomechanics. It's what dreams are made of, really.
13 days ago, Craig Alexander conquered Hawaii again. It's a race win they're calling Australian triathlon's greatest ever achievement.
You know, to think I've been there 5 times and I've won 3 of them, it's a record that I'm so very proud of. Let's have a look what you've got in there.
It's a crab.
The father of 2, now the oldest ever Hawaii Ironman champion at 38.
Did he nip you?
No.
Oh. People were reminding me that no one my age had ever won. And the whole year I maintained that, you know, that doesn't really come into my thinking.
The age thing wasn't a thing at all. In terms of him winning it, I don't know, but I totally knew he was going to do it.
In race record time too, covering the 3.8k swim, 180km bike ride and subsequent marathon in just over 8 hours. It lures athletes into meltdown mode, the damage visible, but Alexander undeniable.
What he does in Hawaii is the toughest thing I've ever seen.
Christine Gilfeather has worked with Alexander for 11 years and believes the best is yet to come, but Alexander the Great can become even greater.
Craig's quite a warrior, actually. I compare him with Steve Waugh quite a bit because of his mental toughness. I think Craig's still got a good couple of years left in him.
My gut feeling is that I'll be back having another lash. I still feel I have a little bit of improvement left in me, and that's where the motivation comes from to continue.
With his 3 World Championships have come numerous sponsorships, a new house, cars, a financially prosperous future, which begs the question.
So the next step really is to possibly look at getting a cleaner.
Well, yeah, I don't know how that'd go down, if my wife would let that fly. I'm still expected to pull my weight around here.
Just like the rest of us. As the victim of that bite emerged at Kangaroos training, it was left to his teammates to speak out against it.
No place in the game for biting, and I'm sure the judiciary will come down pretty hard on him tonight.
If he is found guilty, I'm sure they'll come down hard on him. You don't like to see biting in the game.
James Tarmo believes the judiciary should implement a mandatory 16-week suspension for anyone guilty of biting.
Yeah, they're trying to cut that out of the game, so absolutely, I think he'll be watching for the sidelines for a while.
Just what defence the Bulldogs have planned has everyone intrigued. At last night's awards dinner, Graham had nothing to say. Ben Barber had this.
It's not in our hands. The NRL will decide tomorrow at the judiciary. But look, I'm sure there was no intention in it, so hopefully he gets off.
James Graham's a good guy and he doesn't seem to have that sort of stuff in his game. It was probably a bit out of character.
Grubby behaviour wasn't out of character in round 10 when Graham smothered his legs with Vaseline, hoping would-be tacklers would slip off him. Aside from the biting controversy, there's plenty of talk within this Kangaroos squad about winning this one-off test match for coach Tim Sheens, who of course was recently unceremoniously dumped as the coach of West Tigers.
I'm sure, for us boys, getting a win up next week will give him a timely boost.
You know, he's been through so much through his career, and you can only respect a man like that. So, yeah, it is a bit of extra motivation just to do it for him.
For now, though, all eyes and one ear are on tonight's judiciary hearing. Rob Canning, 10 News.